Hey YouTube, your girl is back. Your girl is back with another video. So today I am about to get into some things, honey. I am sitting outside the foot doctor, y'all. Oh, excuse me, y'all. As the closer I get to 30, my birthday is coming up on November the 24th. I will be 29 years old. But the closer I get to 30, honey, it seems like something is always wrong, child. So I'm sitting outside the foot doctor, honey, about to see about my toes because I can barely wear any closed-toe shoes. I'm over here limping. But I just wanted to get into some things today because it's getting ridiculous. And today I just want to speak out once again in support of Keesha Anderson, honey. This is the hate train on the crunk back up. And so we gonna get into some things. We're going to get into some things. First and foremost, if you are not subscribed and you are listening to this video, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, go ahead and stop what you're doing and hit that subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on so you can hear every time I post. But yeah, we're going to get into it. Like I said, I'm coming to you out with a little pre-recorded video, and I did this purposely. I wanted to go live, and I may still go live about this topic. But, I wanted to give my initial thoughts without interruption, because when you get to talking about Keesha, honey, people come from everywhere. The haters come from everywhere. The trolls come from everywhere. It gets real when you talk about Keesha. So I probably will still do a follow-up live, just so we can chat openly about the topic, because it's been some more drama that's crunked back up. But I want to give my initial thoughts in a pre-recorded video so that way I can get all of my thoughts out and hit all of my points without being interrupted. Now, as you all know, let's get into it. As you all know, honey, we've been talking about Keesha for over a year now, okay? We've been talking about Keesha and this love triangle. We've been talking about Keesha and this baby mama drama. I mean, the Keesha Kaylee topic just doesn't stop. And, in my last videos, I was excited for Keesha because she finally came to her platform and she was going to clear up some of the misconception, because that's been the biggest thing. That's been the biggest problem that people have had with Keesha this entire time, is that she was not speaking up for herself and she was going behind the scenes. So she finally decides to speak up for herself and shut down a lot of the lies, the rumors, the misconceptions with her truth. Keyword on her truth now. And I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm yelling, but I'm sorry. But yeah, she decided to dedicate the month of November, which is also her birthday month, to just clearing up the things that are being said about her. And I was here for it, okay? I was here for it because I feel like that is what this drama needed to finally go ahead and sizzle down. Like I said, a lot of the times when we talk about Keesha, let me offer the disclaimer, some of the things that we will go over will be redundant. And even though I like to call my commentary fair commentary, this situation will definitely be 90% leaning towards the side of Keesha. Now, I still would like to say that it's fair, because I'm not going to come on here harshly bashing anybody, calling anybody out their name. And if you all have a difference of opinion, you all can still comment it down below and we can still have a dialogue about it. But just please keep it respectful. I don't know Keesha in real life. She's just someone who I watch and support on social media. I understand that she's done things that have not been so favorable, or she's done things that have had everybody, including myself, give her the side eye. So disclaimer, I'm not saying Keesha is innocent. I'm not saying Keesha does no wrong. Let me repeat that. Let me clear my throat and repeat that. I'm not saying Keesha is innocent. I'm not saying Keesha does no wrong. One more time. Let me run it back. One more again for the people in the back, I'm not saying Keesha's innocent. I'm not saying Keesha's done any wrong. Has never done anything wrong. What I'm talking about today is the manipulation of an audience for people to hate this girl and rally up against this girl over nothing. And we're going to get into it. Here's my issue. So, a little bit of background on what I'm talking about today. Paris Harley has crunked back up a series of lies called Keevember to basically expose Keesha for lying. Or she basically wants Keevember to backfire on Keesha. And You guys, like I said, today I'm going to give my honest, raw opinion. Let me go ahead and give this disclaimer as well. I don't got nothing to get. I don't know Paris in real life, right? I don't like her commentary on Keesha. I'm going to be blunt and honest about that. I don't like the commentary she does on Keesha. Now, I will give Paris some props. She has most definitely toned it down from what she used to do. But I think that's because of the backlash. So I will give her that she has taken a different approach. However, I don't like the commentary that she does. I feel like the commentary that she does is not commentary. She doesn't just give her thoughts and opinions and move on. She literally will feel a certain way about Keesha. She literally will take things and reach and stretch them out to make it seem as if Keesha is one type of way. And if you're someone who views her channel and you don't agree with the way she feels about Keesha, her audience will attack you, and there is no room for a reasonable conversation on that platform, in my opinion. So that's why I don't like the commentary. But is she entitled to do the commentary? She definitely is. She's human. She can do what she want to do. It's just something that I don't like to digest, because I feel like if you're going to call yourself a commentator, if you're going to call yourself a reactor, people should be able to come on your platform and have a conversation without being attacked. The conversation should be reasonable. It should be fair. It shouldn't be irrational. It should not be everyone insulting one person and no one being able to say anything positive. So let's just go ahead and start there. So I ain't got nothing against Paris. I don't like her commentary, so this video today will not be in favor of her. So if you're watching and you're gonna say, well, you say you unbiased, you say you fair, I am fair. I'm fair because I allow people to have a difference of opinion. If you don't agree with me, I love you still. We can talk about it, but I don't like the commentary that she does. So I'm not gonna, today this video will not be in favor of her. Now, we got that out of the way. And a lot of people say I'm long-winded, but whatever. I'm sorry. So we got that out of the way. So pretty much, there has been this drama that has, started back up because Keesha did a video and she was pretty much just speaking on the situation where Jeremy was, spotted in the music video. She was clearing that up. That was part of her Keevember. She was clearing that up. And she started off that video by saying that, she felt that Ashley was the one who leaked the video. She also, and I don't know if it was in that same video, but she also made a statement as well about, Ashley, how she didn't like that Ashley was calling Jeremy's mom, Ma. And so she pretty much, this whole Keevember, she just pretty much has been giving us her raw, honest feelings about Ashley, about the whole drama. And she's just been really just popping her shit and speaking her truth, the way she feels. And pretty much Paris, doesn't like it. Paris, because, of course, Paris and Keesha have been having a back and forth because Paris, Keesha feels like Paris is the ringleader of all this hate, which, in my opinion, in this situation, she is. And so, pretty much, Keesha has also, had to reference Paris, and she's just basically saying how she don't like how Ashley aligned herself with Paris. And she's, she's pretty much, said, she's in her telling her truth, she's telling her dislike and her disdain for what Paris has done, which is, this is her truth. This is how she feels. Everybody else will say how they feel. What's the problem? Anyway, we're going to get on that. So pretty much because Keesha made the statement that Ashley leaked the video, Lord, the internet went on a frenzy. How can you say that, Keesha? Keesha, that was a lie. You don't have any proof, Keesha. Well, this is the thing, right? Should I feel like Keesha should just get on there and blatantly say Ashley sent the video or she leaked the video? Well, Keesha, it was a music video. I will say that. So, Keesha, we don't know who sent what. Now, we do know that, Ashley and Paris definitely had a discussion about the video behind the scenes. And Ashley definitely gave Paris some tea about what was going on when she was at the music video, which if Ashley wants to be friends with Paris, she can. She's grown. Whatever. But, to blatantly say that Ashley was the one who leaked it, okay, that's a bit much. That could be seen as accusing her of doing something that you don't have no proof of she doing. So, okay, cool. But what I feel like the audience needs to understand is if she feel like Ashley leaked the video, then that's how she feel. So that's what she said. The same way y'all feel like she neglects her kids, even though there has been no hardcore evidence of her neglecting her kids, but y'all will still say she neglects her kids. It's the same thing. If she feel like Ashley was the one who leaked it and she wants to say that, then that's how she feels. The same way you all felt that she was a bad mom, even though there is no proof of her neglecting her children, starving her children, abusing her children, but you all still had multiple conversations accusing her of being a bad mom. It's the same thing. That is how she feels. So why are we sitting around acting like she has done something so terrible because she is speaking about how she feels as far as Ashley giving Paris the information? That is how she feels. Yeah, I mean, and this is the thing. Is it right to accuse people of something when you don't have any hardcore evidence? No. But when everybody else does it, y'all don't care. When everybody else sit up here and accuse her of being a bad parent and doing this and the third, there is no hardcore evidence of any of that. Just because y'all don't agree with what she shows on her vlogs, at the end of the day, that doesn't make her a bad parent. That doesn't mean that she's neglecting her kids, but y'all run with it. So what's the difference? That's the first thing. It's the hypocrisy for me. It's the hypocrisy for me. Like, every time this girl do something, we got to sit down with a microscope and dissect it and pull out dictionary and Pictionaries and receipts and videos. And we got to say how it's so wrong. Technically, Keesha, you did this and it's illegal. We got to be so technical when we listen to Keesha speak. But I swear I have heard several things from the other side of this argument that don't make sense to me, that don't sound right. But we listen to it and we keep it moving. It is not broadcasted on a larger scale. So I don't understand what is the issue this time. Let this girl speak her truth. Everybody else has got to say what they have to say. She's finally doing what y'all wanted. She's finally coming from behind the scenes and speaking out. This is how she feels. Now, if you all want to have a conversation about some of the things that she talked about in relation to her and Jeremy, and, you know, if you all want to give your opinion on it, that's cool. Because some people can talk about it and move on. TMR, I love her to death. She can talk about it and move on. Her opinion is not always in the favor of Keesha, right? But at the end of the day, she talks about it. She gives a reasonable perspective and she moves on. It's not hateful. It's not anything. It's not in favor of Keesha, right? She feels like Keesha is being a fool for a man too, right? But at the end of the day, she talks about it and she moves on. There are other people who talk about it and move on. But Paris, that is not what you do, ma'am. You sit on your platform and you try to convince the whole world to go against this girl. And you literally sit up there and you have these hateful conversations that are just like, oh my God. So that was the first thing. The next thing, Keesha had made comments about, you know, how she didn't like that Ashley called Jeremy's mom. All Keesha said was she didn't like it. That's all she said. And who would like it? Who would like their baby daddy, other baby mama who was messing with their baby daddy while they was together? Who would be okay? Who would not feel away if they hear the other woman calling the mama, right? Regardless of why she calling her that, who would like it? Nobody. We're human. Stop acting like y'all not human. Ashley and Keesha don't like each other. Keesha gonna shade Ashley. Ashley gonna shade Keesha. That's what they do. They don't like each other. Okay? When Ashley made her video and when she was throwing shade at Keesha, that was what she had the right to do, because her and Keesha have had a personal run-in. They don't like each other. In real life, they have had a situation that made them not like each other. So if they want to take digs at each other here and there, it is what it is. Y'all weren't saying nothing when they was on here talking about Keesha mama and body shaming. And even though Ashley wasn't saying nothing too much directly, I will give Ashley that. Ashley don't really say too much of anything directly, but she was sitting back in the background with her friend calling this girl mama all type of shit, sitting up here talking about this girl mama slow, all that, saying she got body odor, all that, talking about her wigs, talking about her body, talking about her acne, like acne is not a normal part of life, all that. Y'all didn't care about none of that. Y'all wasn't for women empowerment and not tearing down black women then. So now that Keesha done start popping her shit and now she done start speaking her truth and throwing her shade, oh my God, Keisha's trying to down talk Ashley. She don't like Ashley. Ashley don't like Keesha. That's what happens when two people don't like each other. Get over it. We ain't riding Ashley back for feeling the way about Keesha, just like we not about to ride Keisha's back for feeling the way about Ashley. They don't like each other. It's okay. But yes, it's okay if they don't like each other. Like, I don't know what type of expectation you all want from these two ladies. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to speak positively of each other. Even when Hazel and Ashley were going live and all the things were being said about Keesha, I was not upset with Ashley for what she was saying. Well, I wasn't upset with nobody. But I would not have blamed Ashley if she came to the platform and she threw shade at Keesha. They were feuding. It just was confusing to me, because if you don't like somebody and you want to chomp them off and you just want to go in on them, own that. But the only problem I had with it was they were saying all these negative things about Keesha and then trying to disguise it and cover it up and say that we're doing this because she sent the picture. Then the conversation went to she's a bad mom. That's why it was necessary to do all this. Now, if you're going to go in on somebody, just go in on them and own it. Just say you don't like her because you don't like her, because it ain't got nothing to do with her parenting. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So anyway, but my thing is, I don't have high expectations. If I watch a live that Ashley does of Keesha, I'm not going to expect her to speak positively about Keesha. She don't like Keesha. The same way, I'm not going to expect Keesha to speak highly of Ashley. She doesn't like Ashley. All I expect people in this situation to do is be honest and be real and own their part. That's all these people in this situation got to do. That's all they owe the viewers they put in their business. Just be real and own your part of the shit. That's it. But as far as, what I'm saying, don't drag people kids into this. Don't talk about people mama. Don't start going below the belt and being nasty. But if you and someone don't like each other and y'all are shading each other, it is what the hell it is. And so pretty much, people are in this situation, just like, oh, she's taking digs at Ashley. She's trying to put Ashley down. She's trying to make it seem like she's so much better than Ashley. So we got to come out with Keevember. We have to shut her down. Listen, people, I'm going to need for y'all to wake up and live in real life. Ashley, and like I said, this is no shade to Ashley. I don't have nothing against Ashley. I can understand the position that she was in with Jeremy. I done said it a million times. Ashley literally played in Keesha's face along with Jeremy. Jeremy ain't out the hook, but Ashley was a participant in embarrassing the hell out of Keesha before any of this hit the internet. Ashley went up in this girl's house, sat down with her at a restaurant, hugged her neck, talked to her. You know what I'm saying? She acted as if she understood where she was coming from. They had an unnecessary ass woman-to-woman conversation. Well, Ashley went there knowing damn well she wasn't done with Jeremy, knowing damn well she didn't give a damn about Keesha, and she said in her face and pretended like she was going to really stand up and be a woman of her word and do the right thing, and she didn't. Did Ashley have to do that? No, she didn't. If she wanted to continue to mess with Jeremy and be a side piece, that was her right. I've done it before. That was her right? But at the end of the day, you did some fake ass stuff, okay? That was fake. That wasn't real. And it's no shade, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. If you sit at somebody, or no, if you waste your time going to talk to another female about how you going to respect her and her relationship and you ain't going to mess with her man no more, and then you knowing damn well that ain't your intention, that's fake, that's unnecessary. So you are part of the problem, because if you was real and if you was solid and if you was really standing on what you did, and you know what I'm saying, if you gonna take it there, take it there. I ain't finna sleep with nobody, man, that we finna sit down and have lunch. I'm finna try to play a role and pretend like I'm cool with you. If I'm sleeping with your man, I'm sleeping with your man. That's your dad. I don't want to talk. Talk to your man. That's the energy Ashley should have had from the beginning. So whatever shade that Keesha is throwing at her, whatever ill feelings that Keesha is throwing at her, she brought that on herself. The same way Keesha brought on whatever feelings that Ashley got about her. They brought it on themselves with their interaction with each other. They should have both kept it real with each other from the jump, and then we wouldn't have all this from today. We wouldn't have all this going on. If they would have both been real with themselves and each other, and if Keesha would have looked Ashley in the face and told her, look, girl, don't play with me. I done caught you messing with my man, and if you keep playing with me, it's up. And if Ashley would have looked Keesha in her face and said, look, girl, I ain't gonna stop messing with your man. What you gonna do about it? It's up. If they would have just been real with themselves and each other from the beginning, we wouldn't be here today. But that's a whole nother story. We already talked about that. But what I said all that to say, why are we upset because Keesha is shading Ashley, but we weren't upset when they were shading Keesha? We weren't upset when Keesha was getting called all out her name, laughing at her for falling out, laughing at her for how her mannerisms, laughing at her pain. We was all, ha, 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 Keesha got cheated on, Keesha fell out, Keesha. Everybody was so excited to see her fail. Everybody was so excited to sit on Paris's platform and hear Paris call Keesha all out her name, bitch this, hoe this, all that. Y'all was here for that. But now that Keesha is popping her stuff and she's shading Ashley in the process and she taking her little digs, now y'all want to be super sensitive and y'all want her to stop? I don't understand it. I don't get it. But let's move on to the next topic. So pretty much the next piece that has blown the situation out of control is because Keesha stated that she did not agree with Ashley calling Jeremy's mom, mom. She was just basically saying she didn't like that in so many words. And so Paris decides to go into her platform and say, and like I said, I'm paraphrasing here. I don't watch these videos I can't sit through everybody's videos. So, but I watch enough of it to get the bulk of what's going on. She goes on her platform and she pretty much says, well, you guys, Keisha's a liar. Keesha said that Ashley was calling Jeremy's mom. Keisha's making it seem like Ashley didn't have the right to do that. But I'm here to prove that Keisha's a liar. Jeremy's mom gave Ashley permission, you guys. And I have the receipts. And so then Paris proceeds to drop the receipts from, Jeremy's mom texting Ashley, telling Ashley how much she favors her and how she loves her and how she looks at her as a daughter and how she wants her to call her mom. And I'm like, girl, who gives a damn? Who cares? Like Paris wants to put Ashley in a position to be so superior over Keesha so bad. Ain't no winners in this situation, Paris. Ashley ain't no better than Keesha. Just because Jeremy mom like her and she may not care for Keesha, who gives a damn? That's life. If you had children, you would know. Have a baby and see what happened. Sometimes your mother-in-law don't like you. Sometimes you get into it with your baby daddy mama. Especially when there's two baby mamas, sometimes one baby mama is the favorite and the other one ain't. Who gives a damn? Life goes on. Keesha didn't say that Ashley was lying about anything. She said that she didn't like it. She's entitled to not like another woman calling her boyfriend's mother mom. That is weird as hell to witness. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Ashley is wrong for calling her mom. I wouldn't call her mom. I would just call her Miss whatever, because I don't call, I don't see the purpose in that. You're not my mom, I'm not calling you mom. But either way it go, you know what I'm saying? If Ashley wants to call Jeremy's mom, that is totally fine. She's trying to be respectful. If that's what she was told to call her, okay, cool. I'm not mad at Ashley for that. But Keesha is still entitled to feel how she wants to feel about it. If she don't like it, she don't like it. But why are you trying to convince us that she's lying about something? Why are you posting these receipts? What purpose? The same way she played the recording of Jeremy's mom so-called talking bad about Keesha. Who gives a damn? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, get out of La La Land. This is not social media. Like, this is real life. If Jeremy's mom doesn't like Keesha, so she don't pay Keesha bills. You know what I'm saying? Her and Keesha don't have to live together. They will figure it out. This is the mother of her grandchildren. Keesha gonna be okay if Jeremy mama don't like her. It's gonna be all right. They gonna figure it out. They family. Sometimes you don't like your family. Sometimes you got a cousin or a sister or uncle you don't like. She may not always like Ashley. Her and Ashley may bump heads. These people got to spend 18 years together. You think everything gonna be peaches and cream? And we talking about grandchildren and all? Man, please. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When I listen to Paris's commentary, it's almost like, in my opinion, she's detached from real life. Like, in real life, people don't get along with their in-laws sometimes. It does not make them a bad person. It does not mean anything because Mama Pastel does not care for Keesha. You don't know either one of them in real life to even know the depth of that relationship. You don't know why she may not care for her. You don't know if her perception of Keesha is correct. You don't know the experience that they've had. Let me tell you something about black mamas and their sons. Black mamas gonna always go to bat for their son. And sometimes that does cause static when their son is dealing with a woman. A lot of people get into it with their mother-in-laws in the black community. A lot of people have run-ins with their mother-in-laws. You know, it's life and it happens. So why are we trying to spin this like it's something? Like, we're trying to present these receipts as if we got tea on Keesha, but this is not tea, baby. This is not tea. It ain't no secret. Keesha probably don't have the best relationship with Jeremy's family. So they'll figure it out. Do you have the best relationship with your family, Paris? Have you never got into it with your mom or your dad? Have you not had family issues? What are we talking about here? So you're trying to post these receipts to make Ashley look as if she's, you guys, Mama Pastel loves Ashley. That means Ashley is a great person. Listen, that don't mean nothing. That just means that Mama Pastel like Ashley. And we never said Ashley was a terrible person. Keesha never said Ashley was the scum of the earth and a terrible person. Keesha just clearly said she don't like what the hell Ashley did. And so she view her some type of way. She feel like Ashley is a certain type of woman who is messing with her man. She's entitled to feel that way. But at the end of the day, that's how she feels. She's not coming on here telling us to feel the type of way about Ashley. She's telling us how she feel about Ashley and what Ashley did to her. She's sharing her experience, but she's not dedicating every single video to tear down Ashley. Just because she shades her, she has every right to shade her. They don't like each other over a damn man. They got into it. Like I said, it's the reaching for me. It's a reach. You're reaching just like you was reaching when you played that recording. Leave this lady out of it. This lady is trying to probably make the best of the situation. Her son got 2 baby mamas now, and she's probably trying to be peaceful with both of them and give Ashley a fair chance. The same way we saw her be friendly with Keesha on Keisha's vlog. Even though y'all swear nobody don't like Keesha, the whole family hate her, Keesha was still welcomed in her home. They gonna figure it out. Why is this a thing? Why is it a thing? Why? I just with this situation, I just feel like there's so many double standards. You're trying to make it seem like, and this is what I'm speaking to Paris, you're trying to make it seem as if you have this awesome relationship with this woman, but you call her son gay. You call her son a bum. You talked about her son being a deadbeat. You think it's okay to, I wouldn't even feel comfortable building a relationship with someone's mother. First of all, Paris, let's just back this all up. You don't know these people. You don't know these people in real life. Yes, you and Ashley have formulated some type of friendship, but you don't know these people. You're too invested, baby. You're just too invested. I would never reach out to Keisha's mom or even try to link up with her in real life. I don't know her in real life. She's just someone I follow on the internet. I'm not trying to hit. I mean, and I understand, sometimes when you do get the inside scoop, if you're in this reaction journalism, whatever this is, when you're in this style of work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may have to reach out to an inside source. I'm not saying that that Paris is just the worst person in the world for having some inside scoop. But if you're going to get the inside scoop, let it be valuable to the situation. You bringing up the fact that this lady don't like Keesha it doesn't add any value. It doesn't add any value to the situation. You are scraping for any reason to try to change the narrative that people have about Ashley. What she did was what she did. She slept with somebody's man and continued to sleep with somebody's man after the man made it clear he didn't want her. Okay, the same way Keesha continued to be with a man who cheated on her, knowing damn well she had 500,000 followers and knowing damn well the embarrassment it would bring. Both of them went out sad behind Jeremy. Ain't nothing you can do to try to distract us from that. The same way we have criticism for Keesha for staying with Jeremy and being a fool for him, we got that same criticism for Ashley for allowing somebody to play with your intelligence like that. For you to stick around and even put yourself into this situation when you knew this man had other things going on. You cannot distract people from that. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to change the narrative. That whole situation happened with the whole Keesha babysitting thing. Ashley got on your live to explain herself. It didn't go how y'all thought it was gonna go. People started to formulate more of a vocal opinion about some of their how they didn't agree with Ashley in certain aspects. You didn't like it, and now you're trying to change the conversation back to we hate Keesha. That's all this is. Now that people are starting to have a more fair conversation, now that people are starting to, just look at the situation from both sides and call both sides out and not just Keesha, now you want to turn it back into Keisha's a liar, but she ain't lied about nothing. Ain't nothing to lie about. She's telling her version and her truth of what's going on. Ma'am? How the hell you want to be cool with somebody's mama, but you don't like their son? You speak ill on their son on the internet, but you want to link up with their mama and be cool. That's not logical, ma'am. You don't have no reason to have no personal relationship with these people. You are just someone who does commentary on their life. You should have just left it at that. If you and Ashley form something, okay, cool, but don't go get into her business and sending conversations that go on between her and Ashley and all that, because she ain't nothing to do with that. And I know what y'all gonna say. Well, Keesha sent receipts to thee. Yeah, Keesha sent recordings of herself and a person who she was arguing with on the internet. She sent the recordings of herself and a situation that she was dealing with behind the scenes where her man had cheated on her and there was some drama going on there. She was involved in it. Mama Pastel don't have nothing to do with this all. She's just the grandma. She's just the grandma. And some people can look at it as if she's a sweet lady and she's, trying to embrace Ashley. But what about the people who may have something negative to say about it? And then what if it gets back to her? And then what if she gets mad to Ashley for saying that to you? Because it looks like from behind the scenes, you all love to say that Ashley is unbothered. Ashley is winning. Ashley is, she's not worried about it. She's so above Keesha. But if she ain't bothered, then why is she even trying to prove a point? The same way if Keesha want to come out and say she's unbothered, she wouldn't be trying to prove a point. But Keesha has owned the fact that she's bothered. She's owned the fact that this is getting to her. So if you're not bothered by it, Ashley, if you're so unbothered, why the hell do you keep giving Paris? You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you want to give Paris the receipts, okay, cool. But give some receipts that are going to prove something. And all of the receipts that Keesha gave to D weren't always beneficial. So I'm not going to be one-sided in this situation. But what I'm saying is you keep inserting the mom in this situation as a weapon. You're not genuinely interested in these people. If these people didn't have any of this drama going on, you wouldn't give a damn about them. Shanita even said it one time. That's when she came on the live. When you all talk junk about Shanita. Hazel was talking shit about Shanita. Y'all was bashing Shanita at first when Shanita was speaking ill on Ashley. Soon as Shanita, start going at Keesha neck again, y'all go link up with Shanita, and now y'all all buddy with Shanita. Now y'all, come on, Shanita, we really care about you over here. No, you don't. And Shanita called it out. She said, nobody gives a damn about me. Y'all just want me for this tea because I don't like Keesha. And then she flipped the script back on your ass and said, deuces, I don't want it to do with this no more. You're trying to navigate towards these people to continue to build hate for someone else, but you say you ain't obsessed. You say you ain't harassing. Just talk about what goes on, what has already been presented on the internet. And I know y'all gonna say, well, Keesha reached out to Ashley's girlfriend. Keesha was going through a real life situation behind the scenes. This was going on in her real life. Her nigga was cheating on her in her real life. Her nigga was cheating on her with somebody else's girlfriend. Stuff like that happened in real life. Would I have did it? No. But it happens. This was going on in real life. It didn't have nothing to do with internet. Keesha was someone who was directly involved and affected by the situation. She was the one getting cheated on. Whoever she talked to, whoever she reached out to, whatever happened, it was all a direct result of something that happened to her. Parents, this is just you talking about strangers' lives, and you're trying to get personally connected and invested with their families outside of this internet. That is weird, parents. That's weird. And I know parents have said several times, well, Mama Pastel reached out to me. It doesn't matter. Where do your morals and values kick in as a person and be like, look, these people have to deal with each other in real life. I'm not going to fuel that fire because at the end of the day, this is an innocent grandmother. She ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm not going to put too much on that because she don't have nothing to do with it. And then y'all going to say, well, Keesha was invading Mama's Pastel's privacy. She was vlogging in her house. Keesha pulling out the camera in her house when she probably didn't want her to is not the same as Keesha posting private messages with her and this lady trying to make it seem like this lady don't like somebody. That's messed up. Because you don't really know. I mean, yeah, she may have had a conversation with you, but her feelings and her opinion of Keesha can change tomorrow. These are her grandkids' mother. Okay? It's not gonna always be beef. It's not gonna always be static. One day they could definitely come together and be cordial. And then what you gonna say? Like, it's crazy to me because people literally sit back, and this is what people promote. When people speak positively about Keesha, y'all bash them, y'all tear them down. When people make videos about trying to speak logically about the situation and try to speak about how at the end of the day, this is still a real family unit that needs to be healed, y'all don't want to hear that. But y'all will sit up here and promote this bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm sorry. It can sound biased. I don't give a damn. This is bull. This girl can speak about what happened to her because it's her situation. Ashley can speak about it because it's Ashley's situation. Jeremy can speak about it because it's Jeremy's situation. We don't need all the extra outside noise. Even D has toned it down a little bit when it comes to just speaking on Keesha. Yeah, she's still going back and forth with Nia and things of that nature. Yeah, she's still going to ride for her friend, but she's letting Keesha do majority of the talking in this situation. She's letting Keesha take the lead. We see a shift in what's going on here because now Keesha is speaking out. It's a lot, you guys. It is a lot, and I don't understand it. It's getting very weird to me. It's a weirdness for me. We sit up here and we say that Keesha's talking down on Ashley, but yet you sit up here and you listen to someone call Keesha a bitch, a hoe, all that, and everybody laughing, and we, ooh, yes, ooh, yeah. You sit up here and you say that, you try to make it seem as if Ashley's child is so much better than Keesha's child. They are children. They're children. No one is better than nobody in this situation. Not now one of them. Keesha ain't no better than Ashley. Ashley ain't no better than Keesha. Y'all sit up here and y'all call Keesha a liar. But yet Ashley told us that she didn't plan to have August. But yet this was her second pregnancy by Jeremy. That ain't adding up. It don't make sense. And that goes for her and Jeremy. How y'all coming up with this story that the condom broke, but this wasn't the first pregnancy? How was this unplanned, but this wasn't the first time? it's not making sense. But we ain't talking about that though. How Hazel sat on your platform, Paris, and y'all was best of buddies when she was spilling the tea and using your platform to promote her business, but then she get on the phone with Keesha and tell Keesha that you ain't her friend and that she told you to stop behind the scenes. We ain't talking about that though. We ain't talking about that though. We ain't gonna talk about that. How Ashley came to this platform, and I'm going to say it every time. She came to this platform making it seem like she got pregnant and learned her lesson and took accountability. But yet, you still sleeping with this man after he done told the whole world that he don't want you and that he love Keesha. But you still want to give him some coochie. Nobody don't say nothing about that, though. That's just normal. It's okay. She can do that because that's her baby daddy. We ain't going to talk about how dumb that sounds. We ain't gonna talk about how Keesha accuses Ashley of still, trying to sexually entice Jeremy, which I feel like Jeremy ain't innocent either. So if she's still trying to sexually entice him, it may be something else going on. But whatever. And Ashley's acting as if she's done. She just want to focus on the kids, and it's not. And she's not like that with Jeremy anymore. You all keep hollering, well, that was in December. She learned her lesson. She took accountability. But then a couple weeks ago, she just said on a live, and she just pretty much just said, girl, if I'm talking freaky to your man, if I'm getting pictures, then that means I'm getting something back. So that means you and Jeremy are still doing this. That means y'all are still fooling around to this day. Cause that's what you making it sound like. If Keisha's saying that she's seeing you send pictures and do this and the third, and you're not denying it. You're just saying that, hey, Keesha, if you see me talking freak or if you see me sending pictures, that means I'm getting something back. So was you and this nigga still messing around after all this shit done happened on the internet? And if y'all have, we not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. We just gonna skip over that. We gonna act like that didn't happen either. It's so many things. It's so many. If you all are so hell bent on calling out inconsistencies in the story, and you all are so hell bent on calling someone a liar, then let's dissect it all. Not just when Keesha says something that's dumb. Oh my God, Keesha's so dumb. She's so dumb. The way she talking about Jeremy. Oh my God, she need to wake up. She didn't know her worth. Keesha didn't leave him alone. It's just so disgusting how she lets him do her. But yeah, Ashley's still sleeping with him after he done got on a public platform, disrespect the hell out of her and disown her. He in the text messages asking her if she's sure that he want to have, is she sure that she want to have his baby? After this the second pregnancy now. And you still want to sleep with him after that. But she ain't dumb. She's just this wonderful person. And not saying that she's not a wonderful person, but she's just so much smarter than Keesha. Hell no, they both on the same level, y'all. Like, come on, that's all I'm trying to say. Let these people figure out what they gonna do on their own. Let these people figure out their beef on their own. But don't start this, oh my God, Keesha needs to be canceled. Don't start that shit again, y'all. I'm just being real. I don't want to hear that this time. Because all they ass done said something that don't make sense. Just being real. We want to call out everything that Keesha said that don't sound right, but it's been a lot of stuff that has been said that don't sound right. Why ain't nobody talked about Hazel and Ashley not being friends? We have yet to got a video on that. Hazel said a lot of shit in that video that she deleted. Everybody talking about that though. You guys, you and Hazel, you all would just work it out. We want you all to work it out. Why wouldn't y'all outraged then? Why wasn't y'all outraged then? Why? So it's not making sense to me. Make it make sense. Y'all are so woke and y'all don't want to hear nobody put nobody down when it's come out of Keisha's mouth. Y'all don't want to hear her speaking negatively about another black woman. Y'all don't want to hear her being shady. Y'all don't want to hear her being negative. Y'all don't want her to put Ashley down, but then y'all can sit on here and call her a bad mom and accuse her of neglect to her children. Y'all can sit on here and y'all can accuse her of neglecting her child because her child had to wear a helmet when I literally have given birth. And back when I had my baby, they told me don't lay my baby on her stomach because of suffocation, because of the fear of suffocation. They told me to lay my child on her back in her crib with no blankets or anything because they were scared of because the SIDS had become, the numbers were rising. And so at one point, doctors had stopped recommending you sleep them on their stomach and put them on their back. That was a known thing. Anybody who's had a baby before, they will tell you that. Don't put any blankets in the crib. Put your baby on their back in a onesie because they don't want the child to suffocate in their sleep. That is a known thing. But you all took that and tried to tell an audience that the reason why her child had to wear a helmet is because of the lack of bonding or because she had her baby on her back. Paris, this is what you talked about on your platform. And then your justification was, well, we all see videos of her with the child on her back. That's what the doctor would tell you to do. When you lay your child down, lay them on their back. So technically you told a lie. You tried to tell us that Keesha was neglecting her child. And that was a lie. You tried to make it seem as if her child was being neglected, which is the reason why she had to make a helmet. But then when people started mentioning, well, look, Paris, other people's child has to wear helmet too. You like, well, I didn't technically say that. I just read the definition. I never said you knew what you was trying to do. You was trying to tell us she was a bad parent without having any hardcore evidence. And you were trying to present it as facts. That's why you pulled out the textbook, the definition. That's why you pulled up Google and you started reading off things because you wanted us to believe that it was factual and it wasn't. So we got to call Keesha a liar because she says she don't like when Ashley called Jeremy mom. But we can't look at you like a liar when you told us she was neglecting her children. Y'all don't want Keesha to send a picture of baby August to nobody. But y'all posting Keisha's kids to talk negatively about her parenting. So it's okay that we can post a picture of your child wearing a helmet. Or we can post a picture of some throw up in your child's hair so we can talk shit about you. That's okay. But when you trying to shut down a lie that's being told on you and you send a picture of a child playing innocently with some other kids, we got to cancel Keesha. Y'all are sick. And y'all need to stop. Period. And I usually try not to get too passionate about this topic, but it's just like seeing this whole Keevember, it's like, here you go reaching again, Paris. And then you wonder why this girl think you harassing her. You not harassing her, but you're trying to literally keep a relationship going with strangers who you don't know to make her feel some type of way. What's she gonna do because Mama Pastel like Ashley? She's still gonna wake up every day. She's still gonna get on YouTube. She's still gonna make her money. She's not going nowhere. You look crazy. You look sick. I'm not calling you crazy or sick, but that's the way it's looking. And I know you're much better than this, Paris. I know you can do something else. Like I said, to me, you can be your wig, all that type of content, the hair videos, that could be a wonderful thing for you. You know what I'm saying? But you're dedicating your entire platform to try to convince people to believe a certain thing about this girl. You're not just talking about it and moving on. You're not just giving your perspective and letting people have theirs. You're literally trying to pull all these receipts to make people believe something. And it's just like, we're going to believe, we want to believe. We're human. We have brains. We don't have to think what you think. You claim you don't care for her. You claim you don't watch her content. You claim she's so boring. But yet every time she go live, here you are making a live. You claim you ain't harassing her, but you have the most videos. I'm pretty sure I can probably put my money on it. You have made the most videos about her in a negative light. But you ain't harassing her though. You come on now. And you're doing all this because she called somebody a side piece that was sleeping with her man. That's how this started. Oh, and yeah, she got D to defend her. Oh, and she sent the picture of a baby. But you can put her kids on your platform to talk negatively about her parents. You can post her kids. You can cut their face off a little bit and post their hair. You can, but nobody else can't. Everybody else can post August and talk about it, but when Keesha sent a picture to somebody, it's a problem. But he been all over the internet on everybody's page. Make it make sense, you guys. This is just my rant. But it's just getting ridiculous at this point. I'm going to say this and be done with it. All of these people have growing up to do in this situation. Keesha, Ashley, and Jeremy. They all have made some decisions that were not smart. Keesha and Ashley have both trusted in Jeremy and pursued a relationship with him that wasn't healthy, that wasn't beneficial to either one of them. And they both should have woken up and known when to walk away. Ashley is no better than Jeremy. Ashley's no better than Keesha. Keesha is no better than Ashley. There's no need to bring up who Mama Pastel likes. That could change in the blink of an eye. They're family. They're going to have problems. They're going to get through it. So many things have happened in this situation that we can talk about. Let's talk about how Shanita came on your platform. You were in support of Shanita. You love Shanita, and then she turned on you and wore your ass out, just like she did Keesha. You was giving Shanita your prayers. You were giving Shanita a platform to speak about, because she was speaking negative about Keesha. And then the minute that she started to turn on you and speak negative about you, then what? Just let it go. It's gone too far. You don't know these people. You just like it. You just like the rest of us. We just sit back watching. Just sit back and be a viewer. You don't have a dog in this fight. Just because this girl has now tried to strike your channel or take legal action against you, that don't have nothing to do with you putting yourself in a family business. That is a separate issue. If you mad at her because she's took legal action against you, that still do not justify you going out and trying to reach out to Mama Pastel. That's just you being evil, nasty, and messy. And it needs to stop, because it's not cute. Now, when somebody get on here and I don't agree with this, like I said, but when somebody get on here and they want to talk about the fact that, you may be transgender, and when they want to call you names and misgender you, they're wrong. They should be counseled. You deserve privacy. But you've been all up in this girl business for a whole year, and you have been very malicious to her, and you have been very nasty to her. But the minute somebody starts to be malicious and nasty to you, we got to feel sorry for you. We got to counsel that person, because they misgendered you. But yet you are literally trying to tear a black woman down. It's a way to talk about somebody it's a way that you can give people criticism without tearing them down. It's a way you can give your perspective without being nasty. We're human. Ain't nobody perfect. Tell us your life story. Tell us what you've been through. Give us some of your tea. I have yet to see you come on here and tell us I have yet to see you come up here and open up to us, but yet you want this girl to lay it all out on the line. You want to be all up in her business. You want her to be transparent. You say she fake. You say she phony. Nobody don't owe nobody nothing. The same way you don't owe us to tell us what your true identity was, the same way you don't owe anybody. You don't have to explain to anybody. And I agree. You don't have to tell nobody what your true gender is. That's your business. The same way you have that right, that's the same thing that Keesha has. Keesha has the right to her business and her privacy. So just treat people how you want to be treated. You want to attack her for things that have happened in her real life to her. But yet you want people to protect you. It don't work like that. Respect goes both ways. It don't matter what gender you is. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter none of that. Respect goes both ways. You cannot disrespect nobody. You sat on here for months before D ever came to this platform. Before anybody ever tried to defend Keesha, you got on here from the rip, calling her out her name, screaming in the camera, disrespecting her to a whole nother level. Nobody was doing that but you. Nobody was calling Keesha all types of names. You had literally titles in your videos calling her boyfriend a bottom, calling him a bomb. But yet you're trying to align yourself with his loved ones. You are being friends with Ashley, who has his son, and you're disrespecting her son's father by calling him a bum and calling him gay. But yet you want to be cool with his mama and his son's mama. Where they do that at? If you're gonna be all up in their face being their friend, then watch how you speak on their son and their baby daddy. But you don't know how to do that because you don't appear to have a sense of a moral compass. Keisha's not innocent by no means, but this ain't your issue. This is between Ashley, Keesha, and Jeremy. Why are you so heavily invested? Let's pull it back and let's move on. Let this girl do her Keevember in peace. Everybody done had their turn. Keisha, everybody has had their turn to drag and roast. Everybody has had their chance to be disrespectful. Everybody has called her every name under the sun. They done laid her out. She done lost the sponsorship behind this, all that. Now that she wants to speak her truth, let her do that. Stop trying to change the subject because you don't want your friend to look bad. That's it. That's all. That's all I have to say about it. I have rambled on enough. But you guys, give me your thoughts and your opinions. But I just feel like, I don't like to see people try to manipulate people to be evil and rally up against somebody. We can talk about other people all day long, but it's a way that you do things. It is a way to do everything. It is a way that you can give consistent commentary on somebody without being hateful. It's a way to do everything. And I don't care what nobody say. That commentary that Paris does is hateful and it's wrong. It's not right. It's not commentary. It's manipulation of viewers to try to dislike somebody. Because if you come on there with anything positive or try to give a different perspective to the conversation, you're torn down and you're disrespected. Over here, if you don't like what I'm saying about Keisha, or if you think she's a terrible person, we can have a conversation respectfully and move on. But you can't do that over there. And that is the issue. But that's all I had to say, you guys. I got to get into my appointment. Thank you all for rocking with me for this long amount of time. I've been talking on and on. But just let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And I will see you all in my next video.